Welcome to Professionally Profane Pro Wrestling, or P3W for short. My name is Philip Charles VanDerHeyden IV, aka Philly the Fourth, aka PCV the Fourth, aka Pimp Daddy P, aka Slim Philly, aka your mom's new boyfriend. Uh, my bad. I just had to pull out my inner Trick Williams, but I'm joined as always by my good friend Fayyaz. Fayyaz, how you doing tonight, bro?
I'm doing well, but now I need to find 6 names to use and probably space out that display name on the bottom. So other than that, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Hell yeah. I'm glad I can make you a little bit self-conscious about your nickname game. Don't worry, I've been building that up for 35 years. So I for some reason, I think it was because Slim Shady had like 4 names when I was growing up. I was like, it's so cool that he's like 3 different names, and I just wanted to have different names. So shout out to Marshall Mathers. Thank you for inspiring me. Probably shouldn't have been listening to your music when I was 7, but hey, it's okay. I turned out fine.
Nah, it built character.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But all right, my friend. So we had a somewhat packed week of wrestling. It's kind of weird. Raw was definitely more impactful than SmackDown. But you know, so we won't take as much time on SmackDown because it was kind of lame. But
Yeah.
overall, yeah, you agree?
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough, man. So we'll start off, but talking SmackDown. But like I said, we'll fly through it a little bit. Let's talk Randy
Yeah.
Orton. So Randy Orton came to the ring and said that basically he's nuts. Venom, or I thought that said voices actually. No voice. So I am rocking the Randy Orton shirt, but yeah, this is about him being a snake, not being a crazy person. So, yeah, Randy Orton said that he's listening to the voices. He actually went through his theme song. He was like, you know, I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. I feel like he's been maybe listening to the crowd a little bit too much when they sing his theme song. He's taking
Yeah.
it very, very literally.
He looked a little bit annoyed. He looked a little bit annoyed by them singing it last week.
Did he? I missed that. So do you think
Yeah.
now he's trying to like kind of maybe get him to stop?
Well, if he went back to Burn in My Light, I would be fine with that. So,
What is that? Hey, nothing you
yeah.
could say.
And he has to bring back the golden sparkles behind him. That was the
Yes.
best. That was the
Yes.
most egotistical entrance outside of like maybe Bobby Roode's entrance.
Now it's time to shine. Hey, dude, don't talk smack about Glorious. I love that gimmick. It's a damn shame that he never got to fully run that on the main roster.
Yeah, he's gonna live through it with Trick Williams though, so it's all good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Through tricky 2 times. But yeah, man, I agree with you, by the way. Like that era of Randy Orton, like I was on the Randy Orton bandwagon early. Like when he beat Benoit for the title, I was stoked.
Yeah.
I was all for it. And then, you know, I thought they were gonna put the rocket on his back. So then when Triple H basically just ass stomped him afterwards, I was like, dude, what? I did not like it. But
I mean
he turned out all right though.
he sure did, yeah. Different outfit, maybe 2 tattoos at the time. Significantly grown since.
Yes. Yes. He's definitely molded into his inner Voldemort when he wants to be. I love when he shaves like all of the hair off of his body and he just looks like a complete snake.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, just love it. Randy Orton's one of those few people that can't do anything too despicable for me to dislike him. I love the guy. But so to go a little bit from there, I mean, what did you think of his promo? Did you like it?
Kind of. I mean, I feel like it's more calculated, more mature version of him, so it's nice that it's not like a repeat. I think if he just came out and just acted like a psycho, then we would have just got the same thing, and I'm sure people would still complain about it. but I think this was good because it was a little bit different. Just to fast forward a little bit on that too, is just like the whole interaction with Matt Cardona.
Yeah, I was gonna get right into that.
Jelly Roll and all that. Like those were all good interactions because it was just like there's like a part of him that is like that's not me anymore, and then there's like another version of him that's just like no, this is me. And I think he's starting to see in this character development that listening to the crowd and being the nice guy is why he hasn't been a winner. And he addressed that last time too, right? So
yep. It's a dog eat dog world out there, man. You gotta get yours. You can't if you're always doing for everyone else, who gets left behind. You. So I love that he called Matt Cardona an indie nerd. He said, "Don't you got some action figures to play with somewhere?"
I hated that.
Why?
Because the guy rebuilt himself through that. Like the only reason why he's even back in the company is because of what he was able to accomplish when he was doing everything that he did. And just call him an indie nerd, like, yeah, I guess it's hilarious, but at the same time, it's like you just kind of diminish this whole character in just like one go.
But okay, so why I think that it was valid is because if anybody can talk shit about the indies, it's Randy Orton.
For sure. Yeah.
Like he's the one, like he was like the golden child. Like he didn't have to do that. So like a heel Randy Orton should definitely be like, yeah, the indies are for losers and marks. Like I didn't have to do that.
But I think it affects Matt as well, because then how do you come back from that? You get shit kicked in the ring later. It's like,
I mean, it's Randy Orton.
I get that. I'm not going to agree with you that wasn't a good move. I think it was pretty poor on how you portray him after. I mean, what's like I said earlier, what does Matt do with his career after that? He just got called an indie nerd and a mark. Is he now just gonna end up being like the new Miz?
That's fair. I mean, I guess like you probably have a point. I just thought it was so funny. But no,
I'm a Zack Ryder fan. That's why I found it very insulting. So it was very salty.
Fair.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
No woo woo for that one.
No woo woo. I mean, is it as bad as? Do you think it was as damaging as the Cena Eve storyline?
Nah, but it's different.
That's fair.
I
wish that he had maybe established himself a little bit more in his comeback. Because now he feels like a nobody again, I guess, a little bit. Yeah, I don't know.
Bad booking on that part.
That's fair. I understand your criticism and it's valid. Anyways, going back through here. So one of the biggest themes of the night was the Family Guy-esque Peter versus the Chicken never-ending fight theme that Drew McIntyre and Jacob Fatu had. We could just talk about all of this in one go. What did you think of that? Of the fact that they were basically just kicking the shit out of each other for an entire episode of SmackDown?
I thought that was funny. I mean, the run-in part with like the MFTs in the back end, the ending was stupid to me. Like I after that ended, I was just like, really? That's how you're gonna end it? But then all I did was just died. Yeah, but all I did was turn off the TV. I didn't go online and bitch about it. So, you know me. At the end of the day, the show ends. Life still goes on. It's just a TV show.
You mean you didn't spend 20 plus minutes writing out really mean tweets about it?
Nope. I didn't even say anything about the bald fraud or whatever they want to call him these days, or the big nosed whatever. I didn't yell at TKO. I didn't yell at Jacob. I didn't yell at Drew. I just carried on with my day because I know none of them give a shit about what I have to say.
No, I that's very healthy of you. And for anyone that doesn't know, like Fayyaz is definitely taking a pot shot at the IWC who doesn't know how to stop complaining. The IWC.
Who's that?
the internet mark community. I was trying to think of something good for a W, but I couldn't come up with anything.
Whiny?
The internet wine community. Yeah, they whine a lot.
Yeah.
They do.
Bitch about everything.
They're never happy.
But hey, give them props where props should be due. They still show up and watch a show every week just to be miserable about it.
That's what gets me, man. Like how for as much as they all complain about it, like you guys watch every week. Like you can't hate it that much.
Because none of these guys would be able to show their X account to a family member or their boss and not be embarrassed.
That's fair.
They just hide behind this.
Yeah, I'll say this: like, if anyone that goes and complains on the internet all the time, like, if you do it with your picture and your name on it, I have significantly more respect for you.
Same.
But if you do it behind an anonymous account, you're kind of just a loser. Nobody cares about what you have to say. Just saying. But anyways. I agree that I like the concept of McIntyre and Fatu just fighting all the time. I'm fully out on them being in the WWE Championship match now, by the way. They're just going to do their own thing. Which is what it is. I just wanted Fatu to be rubbing shoulders with the WWE title, but I get it. He's not quite there yet. And so I hope he goes over at WrestleMania though. I really do. I feel like he needs a big win to jumpstart his career. And so I think Drew would be a great starting point. And so I hope he goes over at Mania. Where Drew goes from there, I don't know. Maybe some time off. Because he's gone to a really dark place where it's like he can't even take a normal loss like anyone else because it feels like his character is ready to go off the deep end when anything bad happens. So maybe he just needs time off.
So he's supposed to be filming for a movie from what I've seen. I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's actually like true. I didn't really look into it. But if he is going to take time off after WrestleMania, I think it 100% makes sense. He does, take some time off after and Jacob goes over. And then maybe he comes back with a new character, maybe one that takes ownership of his bullshit. Maybe he comes out with Broken Dreams as the theme song, because I know everybody
will actually be broken by then.
Exactly. I mean, that song and his character can go a long way because people want to cheer for him. I feel like it's forced to boo for him, but he's only the big guy that looks believable, that can be the heel. But I don't know. I feel like cheering for him more than booing the guy.
Well, he's put in some of the best work of his career.
Absolutely.
He's more interesting than he's ever been. Something happened. I can't remember. It's hard to pinpoint exactly when it happened. Maybe around the time that he got screwed over in like where he was fighting Roman and he should have won the title, but there was like all that crap that happened with I think actually Jacob Fatu, or maybe it was someone else. It was Solo. Solo showed up at the Clash or whatever. When he was in his hometown. And so ever since then, his social media game and stuff like that has been unbelievable, man. Like he's been ridiculous. When he was feuding with CM Punk and he got that picture with Jungle Boy, come on, man. Like that was crazy, dude. That was wild. Yeah.
He actually knows how to deliver on social media while being a heel. Unlike guys like Ricochet that don't know what the hell they're doing, but we don't got to talk about him, but just,
No, he's a moron. He's not even worth our breath. Yeah, he's not worth the oxygen that I'm using. I'm sorry to the tree that I'm wasting away right now for Ricochet. But anyways, moving on. We can talk about the tag team titles. Lo and freaking behold, man. I don't know why I just censored myself. Lo and fucking behold. Ron the Truth Killings and Damian the Priest are your tag team champions. Yeah, that's how you feel about it.
Don't ask me. Garbage.
I'm asking you.
I mean, I have to answer because we're both on here together, but
I'm asking. I know. Whoa, what just happened? Fayyaz just killed himself. Oh, wait, no, he's back.
Okay. Don't have to force it with the guy. Like, I get it. Like, they're both funny and got two guys that don't really have anything planned together, but like, how much do we have to push Damian Priest? Like, of all people that have like a push right now, I'd rather see Gunther. I know it's a different show, but I'm just saying, like, why is Damian Priest getting prioritized with R-Truth? One thing I'll say, I don't want to be negative all the time because I'm not, but at least the tag titles are out of the picture with MFTs and the Wyatts, because now, like I said last week, you know, if they're going to focus on that thing, then make that the big storyline between both teams, and then take the tag titles and let others get involved. Because look at Fraxium and look at MG, like
they're floundering.
Yeah. So now at least the titles are out of that picture, and you can now add more fillers to WrestleMania, because I think the card is pretty built out. I know we're going to talk about it more later, but yeah.
Agreed. I agree that I'm glad that the tag titles are out from the MFTs. Like, I'm not big on the MFTs, man. Like, I get it. Like, they've just had so many Samoans lately, and then they've still got more coming, right? Like, there's still Zilla, right?
If he comes, you know, just real quick, with the MFTs, if I were to rebook them in any way, I'd get rid of the face paint. I think it didn't really sit well the first time they tried it. It was cool, but then it didn't end up being anything of like, you know, intimidation or whatever they're trying to get accomplished. I think JC Mateo needs to be removed from that group. He's very talented. Don't get me wrong. There's no slight on him. I just don't know if he fits the look for them, because like Tama, Tongaloa too. But like, at least you know
Their
part
names
of that
are
family.
a joke. Their names are the worst part about them, by the way.
But at the same time, like, they're part of the family. Like, they have their own family of what it's about. And it's like, you've got this guy, JC, who's kind of like an outsider in a way. I'd rather see JC Mateo on NXT or just having his own program doing something else. Like, right now, if you're going to try to change it up and make the MFTs interesting right now, they should just beat the shit out of him and be like, he's dead weight, and then just boot him out.
Is that a fat joke?
No, it wasn't. But that's a good one, though. I'm not going to say that to JC because he's more athletic than most fat guys are. But do you see my point? Like, it would be way better if it was just like them three and Solo. Then you could kind of have a rift between like Solo and Tama, because like that could heat up.
Or whatever the frick that he says.
Hey, he's been more serious now. You've seen he's been talking a little bit, and he's giving like small teases every week.
With Shinsuke, right?
Yeah, well, even like the interactions of like when he was talking to Solo and he was telling him to give it back. And when he told him, he's like, you're starting to act like Roman. Like, he said it so, like, the cadence of the way he delivered it, I was just like,
I agree that he has the most potential out of anyone in the group, in my opinion. I feel like, obviously, the big guy, like, he's big. And so, like, there's always going to be room for someone that plays a monster character.
Lose the face paint.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one too. It's just tough because they don't have a lot of personality, man. Like, they're all just like a bunch of fighters, and it's like, okay, that's cool, but like without Solo, man, like he's carrying all of you. And besides, you know, Tama, who's got some interesting stuff going on, the other two, it's just like, dude, if Solo wasn't a part of your group, you guys would be dead. You guys would have no chance of being popular. You'd be the Los Garzas. So they would. They're the Samoan Los Garzas. It's just like, come on, man.
Tongaloa is just a waste of space, respectfully. But yeah.
Yeah. I'm with you,
You're
dude.
you're like, wait, which one is that one?
He's the one that's not Tama. He's the one that's not actually fun to watch, and he's not the Giant. So I know it, and he's not the bowling ball. So I no offense to JC, but
You're gonna have a bunch of Samoans pull up at your house. And
they're gonna whip my ass.
You're not gonna make it to episode 6, bro.
No, it's been good knowing you. RIP. I took an L to the Samoans, but hey man, hey, I know army stuff. You come here, you see what happens. Please don't come here. But anyways, I'm with you on all of this, man. So to peel back to R-Truth and Damian Priest, I think that was kind of a cop out. It all happened really fast. I just don't need it. Now, maybe I've heard people say this is all just a long-term story burn just to turn Truth heel. Or just to turn Priest heel. Ultimately. Like he'll just beat the shit out of R-Truth and turn heel.
And what is he going to start tagging with Aleister Black? Which I wouldn't mind, by the way.
I wouldn't mind that. Fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally wouldn't mind that. Although I want to see Black in more single stuff. I think that I like what they're doing with Black right now. They're making him feel special.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just agreeing with what you're saying.
Yeah, like he doesn't if he doesn't wrestle, he'll show up, but like just for like a second to like kind of like get in someone's head to mock him a little bit, but like his look and his presentation just comes off so well. Like you feel like he's a bad son of a bitch. I was worried about his feud with Priest because I knew that WWE wasn't gonna they still are high on Priest and they don't want him to just be taking L's. So I knew that Priest would have to get a victory over Black eventually, right? And he did, but they did it in a way which preserved Black's badassery. And so I just love where they're at with him. Like him beating Sami Zayn was amazing. I just wanted to talk real quick. Like I think he's a great example of how you could keep someone hot without having to push them with a bunch of pinfall victories.
Yeah.
Like he has not needed many victories for you to feel like, yo, this guy's dangerous.
Same as the Karrion Kross effect.
Yes. Agreed. So if you are going to do a group, I like the idea of having Priest and Kross in that group. But you don't have to do a group either. Like you could just have Aleister Black. You know, he could just put out like an OnlyFans video with his girl and they can. Sorry, not sure where that came from. Totally not because I think Selena Vega's really hot. But they're a weird couple, by the way. They're just an odd couple. Like just looking at them, I don't know. It like more power to them, obviously, but they just aren't a couple you'd expect to be a couple. I guess. I don't know. Moving on from the tag titles, which, bring tag teams back to the division though. Like real tag teams, focus on the tag. Like Fraxium should win these titles. It looks like Motor City Machine Guns might be turning heel, which is going to be interesting, right?
I think they need to do something with like Johnny Wrestling.
That's what I think is happening, right? Because it didn't Candice LeRae help the Motor City Machine Gun? Yeah. Unless she's going to be like just loving the crew. I don't think that's the storyline that they're going on.
No, but Johnny did get a win on NXT the other day, so he's back, baby.
Johnny Wrestling.
He's going to be in St. Louis for NXT Stand and Deliver. He's going for the North American title, so that's going to be a good match.
Okay. Do you think he's going to win it?
No, I think he's definitely going to put over the new champ, so why not?
Yeah, I would agree. So, there's something else I wanted to bring up. Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. Skip.
You can talk about it. I have nothing to say. I don't want to. I have no comments.
Dude, the whole thing with Michin, why? Why?
Made no sense.
Why?
Yeah. Where are they gonna get called? Jade's Baddies or something?
I don't know. Who cares? Like
It
that was
it
such an
dumb.
unearned turn. Like
Yeah.
what's gonna be their reasoning? Oh well, we just basically figured out that Jade owns our ass, so
If you can't beat them, join them.
that's literally what the story is. There's no
Wait,
other story
okay.
there.
I'll say that there is one issue is that there's not enough heels on SmackDown in a way. So I
But
guess that was like the best next, but it didn't make sense.
you gotta earn
In
it
my
better
honest
than
opinion.
that. They could have added on a couple of weeks. Like
Yeah.
Jade should have like talked to them on camera, been like, "Aren't you tired of getting your ass kicked by me? Like, there's an alternative to this. Like, you know, if you want to be on the right side of whatever, like have her recruit them. Have something that explains like that just felt so it stank like, well, we gotta have a surprise on this episode. Other than the fact
Yeah.
that other than R-Truth going full John Cena and burying the tag champs, like we gotta have a surprise.
Too
And so
many factions on SmackDown.
yeah, I'm starting to feel that way. And I'm a faction guy. But
Yeah.
like
I know we talked
not
about this before too.
not everybody needs to be clicked up though. Yeah, I just thought that was really weird, man. Like out of nowhere, like Jade like turns and like they're following her, and I'm just like Jade did that in a way too that was like you should have seen this coming type of thing. It's like no, nobody could see this coming because it doesn't make sense. She was just kicking your ass last week.
Yeah. And she was
Like
threatening you the week before with the kendo stick.
what is going on, bro? Like
Yeah.
it would make more sense if maybe like there was some history with like Rhea having like dominated Michin or something like that, but there's nothing there. Like there's no reason why Michin would all of a sudden be like, you know what? Yeah, you're right, Jade. I want to kick Rhea's ass too.
Mm-hmm.
Like what? I don't know, man. You tell me, but the voices in my head for that tell me that that was garbage.
Yeah, it was a weird fit.
Yeah. And I'm not always against weird fits, but in this case, I am. That was a joke. Anyways, bad joke. So going
It
through
didn't
and kind of
deliver as well as Kit Wilson.
Kit Wilson. Now that's a man that can deliver.
That was great.
Yes. That's maybe the best part of SmackDown.
100%.
Like Kit Wilson is not toxic.
Nope. Jelly
Yes,
Roll is
boy.
though.
Yeah, Jelly Roll is. Dude, Randy should have called Jelly Roll fat. That would have been a great heel move. Just straight up call him like, you think you're skinny? Like, look at you. You're still fat compared to me. I'm Randy Orton. I have an 8-pack. I don't know. That would have been some cheap heat, but it would have been funny. I guess I'm going for the comedic SmackDown because they didn't give us good wrestling and they didn't give us good stories. So,
yeah.
So, oh yeah,
That's
Trick.
why.
What's that?
No, go ahead. I was going to say that's why I felt like that SmackDown was very underwhelming because it was like there wasn't really anything to run home with.
No, we're pretty much done with it. I was gonna say like, I mean, Trick Williams, did like come out for the Sami Zayn versus Aleister Black match and like kind of got involved in it where he like threw his water on Sammy. Sammy ended up punching him, and then when he got back in the ring, he got a swift black mask right to the grill. He went to bed, and Aleister Black got the dub.
Yeah.
I think after he I can't remember, but I think after he like hit him with Black Mask, he was like Sammy, 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 or something like that. I don't know, but it was excellent. I love Aleister Black. Um, Overall, I mean, I give SmackDown a pretty bad rating, man. It was probably like a 4 out of 10. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna teeter totter. It's gonna be good some weeks. It's gonna be bad some weeks.
You shouldn't have an episode that bad this close to WrestleMania, I feel.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that was the thing that was so underwhelming. I would definitely say it kind of felt lackluster, but
We did have Ilja and Carmelo Hayes.
yeah, but like I love that, but I also feel like that would have been a perfect like challenge towards WrestleMania.
Yeah, like why did you just give that away on SmackDown and then you didn't even really pay it off like in a great the match could have been better too. Like it was still a solid match, but for how much they've been building it,
That was
you
a sick
expected a
finish
little bit
though.
more.
Yeah. I did like the finish to be honest, but like I agree with you. Like it could have been built out
I
a
just know
little
what
bit better.
Ilya is capable of.
Yeah,
So
maybe he'll fight Rusev.
He's a victim of his own success because Ilya Dragunov, like if he's not putting on like a classic banger, it's hard not to be like, well, he could have done better, Ilya. It's his fault for being so damn good. Um, him and I was listening to Cody's podcast and he said something along the lines of, like, oh yeah, it was Gunther that was talking and he was talking about like how much like Gunther had to take 5 people on this team question that Randy or that Cody was posing. It's like 5 people like your team that you like wouldn't go like if you had to accomplish anything. And it was like, you know, Ilya was able to take 5 or sorry, Gunther was able to take 5 people, past, present, future. And one of the people he took was Ilya. I thought that was notable. Like Gunther has that kind of respect for him. Like that's like his guy in the present day.
Yeah.
I know they beat the absolute shit out of each other in NXT, so
It was sick.
yeah, I'm hopeful that they're gonna get to run that on the main roster. I would assume so.
I want to see Pete Dunne come back if he's still around and face Ilya.
He's dead.
Probably.
Just kidding. He's not dead. The Bruiserweight's dope. I like the Bruiserweight.
It was good shit.
Yes. Another reason why the Cruiserweight title should be brought back. If no other reason than the Bruiserweight's right there. Otherwise, I think that about does it for all of the all of the things on SmackDown. Yep.
Yep.
It does look like it.
Yeah.
So we'll move on. We'll move on. Also, not enough Trick Williams. Give me more Trick. Like, I feel like WWE is actually kind of scared right now because they can tell that he's a massive babyface, and they did not realize this was going to happen.
I think you touched that right where it needed to be. We talked about that last week too. I think WWE needs to just stop being soft and just put the rocket on the guys that can hear the crowd. I think it's not one of those things you have to worry about, like, oh, might get burnt out or maybe they're doing it too early.
No.
Oba, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Oba, Melo has already been proving himself since he's been U.S. champion. Otherwise, he wouldn't be champion still. Trick Williams, which I think he'll end up having a match with Sami Zayn if they're going to go that route, which would be a great WrestleMania match.
I think they are.
But like that's your 3 foundations for your newer stars to just push. Go with it. Like, what are you so afraid of?
Yep, those guys, Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu, to me are like the next era. Like that, those guys, headline the next era to me. For all different reasons, I think that they're amazing, and honestly, Trick might be the biggest star of them all.
Like, I think Braun. To be fair, I think Braun was already on his way, but then with the injury, obviously, it kind of slowed things down. But I think you see this, like you've been watching wrestling for like 20, 30 plus years now. You've seen it when like people get injured, someone else is able to step up. I'm sure if me and you did a separate show and just started talking about this and we went back and looked at all the history, can't remember off the top of my head, but like if we actually look back at times where someone got injured and then someone else was able to step up and then just completely go to the top, I'm sure you could put together a pretty crazy list.
Kofi Kingston immediately comes to mind. That one WrestleMania that he wasn't even, it was supposed to be Ali's spot. And Kofi got put in that elimination chamber and the crowd got behind him and he ended up getting the title at WrestleMania. Like, does that happen if Ali was in his originally scheduled spot? Probably not. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Ali would have gotten that push. It was just like the massive butterfly effect that came from Kofi being in that elimination chamber and lasting so long. Like, the butterfly effect from that was incredible. It's just unfortunate that it all came to a head. I love Brock. That's one of the biggest missteps they ever did, though. Was having him just destroy Kofi in 1 second. Like, ding, ding, F5, game over. I was stunned, dude, watching that live. I couldn't believe it. Like, such a Vince thing to do, man. Anyways, so moving on to Raw, if I can get my. Sorry, my mouse pointer was being really lame. There we go. Raw results. All right, so starting off, we had Brock Lesnar, baby. There's no better opening to a show than hearing that damn theme song go off. Like, immediately business is picking up, and I love it. Shout out to Brock because he sold the hell
shit out of that.
Out of everything.
Yeah.
Like, coming to the ring, he was looking like the mixture of pissed off and even a little bit tentative. Like, you could tell, like, he's coming to the ring after he got manhandled and he sold it like $1 million. Brock doesn't get enough credit for his character work. Like, right down to that crazy ass scream that he does sometimes when he's destroying people. Like, that comes straight from the heart, dude. Like, I've watched that clip of him destroying the masked men a few times, and at one point he just lets out that primal scream, and everyone around him freaks out. Like, that's straight up a killing, like a killing dinosaur, like a velociraptor, just screaming right next to you, dude. Like, you're like, okay, I'm dead. Anyways, Brock came to the ring, and the GOAT Paul Heyman had some things to say, and he basically said that Oba was lucky. He said Oba, you know, he was able to take advantage of Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman's so good at this. He said Brock was in 20 fights. He was in 20 fights before he fought Oba. And I'm dying because we all obviously watched Brock destroy 20 putties from Power Rangers, right? Like, they were like literally like Magikarp, you know, for like a Pokemon reference. Like, he was a Charizard and they were Magikarps, and he just, like, you know, stomped them real quick. Super effective moves. And then Obafemi came to the ring. Anyways, that was his excuse. He said Obafemi already got his WrestleMania moment. That's it for him. As we know, that is not what happened. Obafemi's music hit. This dude is a star already. I mean, I know that they've put him in a spot where he's going to be treated like one by the fans, but my Lord, the instantaneous nature with which him and Trick Williams have gotten over with the crowd is really impressive. Like, really impressive. Obafemi, like they're doing camera pan out shots to the crowd now, and like people in the crowd are doing this. Like everything he like they're actually hooing themselves. Like the crowd's chanting Oba, and then some people in the crowd started going who, like after they were chanting Oba, like they're doing that to themselves.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, they're like these guys love this man. They love him. What are your thoughts on Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar? Oh yeah, sorry, I guess I didn't finish the recap, but Brock tried to kick him in the stomach, give him the F5. He escaped out the back, pushed him up against the ropes. He clotheslined his ass clean over. Brock always sells getting hit over the top rope so well. He bounces around like crazy, and then Obafemi did the Ultimate Warrior, and I thought that he was going to literally rip the ropes off the ring. That's how much of a beast he is. But the crowd went absolutely apeshit, and Brock acted like he was being held back, but you could tell he didn't really want to go back. So, what are your thoughts?
Brock is building a star, and I don't know if he gets enough credit for this, but that is definitely what he's doing right now. And I know a couple of weeks ago I said, you know, if they do end up having this match, this is before they got into that little moment, but I said, even if they do have the match, I think it'll be okay if Oba loses, because it's like you're facing Brock Lesnar. But I'm saying now, Oba needs to win. Like, there's no point. There's no point in doing that match and not putting Oba over. Like, don't be a chicken. Like, put the rocket ship on Oba. You've got all these other concerns outside of the company that everyone talks about and all this other bullshit, which I'm not going to dive into, but you know you've got a superstar right here. He literally has a larger than life look. You can't mess it up. Like, look at him. He's got the look. His entrance is not that long. It doesn't take forever for him to come out and, like, you know, to get to the ring. No. He doesn't have too much attire. It's not overdone.
His shirts are amazing backstage too, like the silk shirts that he wears.
And his song is catchy. You've got grown-ass women, not men, because we know there's a lot of men at the show. You've got grown-ass women that are doing the taunt and the move, you know? It's a meme on TikTok. It's everywhere. Like, he's literally... I know we were talking about... Look, I'm just excited about talking about this guy, too. We were just talking about Trick Williams, Braun, Carmelo, and all those guys as being, like, you know, next up and stuff like that. This is that next star that you can use, similar to like how Hulk Hogan affected pop culture. The Great Khali, even though people were going to have their own opinion about him, the Great Khali was used in discussions about having him in movies or like having these big appearances, you know. With him, they have that right there. Like, they literally can he can do appearances. He's great on the mic. It's not like he's like a fob. He can't speak English. Like, he's great. Like, I don't know. If it was my company and I was head of creative, the last time they went all in with someone like this right off the bat was probably Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Yeah. The next big thing, Obafemi.
It sells itself. You can literally steal the moniker from Brock if you wanted to.
He could. I mean, they did that with Undertaker and Roman Reigns. All of a sudden, there's a new big dog.
Exactly.
I agree wholeheartedly, man. I think Obafemi is a superstar, dude. And he's built larger than life, man. Give this dude the world title and let him have it for 3 years. I don't care. Like, I mean, I exaggerate a bit there, but I don't think anybody would mind if he had the title for a long time at this point. I you probably don't want him to have the title that long, only because you want to get other people reigns too. But He's unbelievable. You're not going to be able to keep him away from the world title for long. Like, the people are going to push him there. And if he beats Brock, how does he not come out on Raw the next day and say, "Where's my title match?" Like,
well, they'll probably get him to be in some sort of storyline with someone else. What I don't want to see him do is go for the Intercontinental title. That's not a knock on that title because it's very prestige. But at the same time, okay, here's the other thing I'm going to ask you. He beats Brock on Raw. Brock probably not going to show up for a while, which is fine. But then who else is he getting involved with? Because they're not going to do it with Gunther. They'll probably try to build that up for like later on. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I think that I guess it depends on who's the world champion coming out of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know. It's going to be Roman Reigns. I don't know why you're even like contemplating it.
What?
They're back, baby.
I don't acknowledge
back.
you.
And this time they're back. And you know who else is coming back?
Who?
The final boss.
Oh my God! You think The Rock's gonna come
on,
back?
Man. You think you're gonna disrespect the family like that, and that's gonna be okay?
CM Punk can do whatever he wants. All right. Yeah.
Yeah. What happened last time he tried to do whatever he wanted?
What? Which part? Which time? Because he's done it a lot.
I know.
So look, I actually think that CM Punk. I think all the way this is all going, I actually think I am more certain that CM Punk is going to have the title after WrestleMania. You want to know why? I'll give my too early prediction. You know what? We'll get there. Hold on, because we're going to get to the main event. We'll get to talking Roman and CM Punk. But yeah, stay tuned because I have an argument for why CM Punk is going to stay the world champion. But Obafemi, though, like, I agree with you about the Intercontinental title. Skip it. I think that there's some guys that supersede that title. I guess you could say, you know, he could have a Gunther type of reign with it, and
yeah,
you could do that. I guess it'd be a way to keep him from dominating the world title picture for too long. I don't know though. I think it's gonna be hard to keep him away from the world title because, like you said, who does he work with? If he beats Brock, that's gonna really like. I guess there's other guys though. Like Bronson Reed is a good choice, right? Like that's a big boy. That's a big boy. A tsunami from Bronson Reed would ideally put Obafemi to bed. It should. Nobody should.
How long is he out for, though? How long is he out for? Do we know?
I mean, last time he was supposed to be out for a long time with that shattered ankle. Somehow
I saw that live.
That's crazy. Somehow he came back from that really fast. Let me see.
How long? I think it was like 8 months. 8 months.
What?
Or 6
really?
Months, no, the first time he got hurt, that was.
Yeah, but he came back a lot faster than that.
Yeah, that was Survivor Series in Vancouver.
4 to 6 months from February. Oof. So he's got 3 to 5 months. Yeah, that's tough. He's not going to be there after WrestleMania. I guess, I mean, Braun Breaker is a great example of somebody that could definitely stand in his way.
Yeah. Or he might get cursed by Danhausen, and then he's really screwed.
You're right. That's exactly how they limit him. He should get cursed by Danhausen and then have to do him favors to like try and get uncursed.
And then I won't watch Raw for a couple weeks until I get cooled down.
Because you're gonna be pissed. Yeah. Well, let's just hope. We'll pray that Danhausen doesn't go anywhere near Obafemi. We don't want to see him get cursed. But moving back through Raw, we have
Logan in
Okay.
Theory and the
Yep.
Usos.
Logan in Theory and the Usos. I don't have much to say about this other than it was a fine match, and I actually kind of wish that. I mean, it was a non-title match, so that's right. The Usos did lose to the division because Jay. This is going to kind of rope into my theory later. So
I can already think about it.
all I'm gonna say is that Jey Uso is he's making a lot of moves with nobody's
Calling a lot of shots.
authorization. He's calling his shots, not only his shots. Just saying. So I actually think this would be a good way to get the titles off of the Usos while keeping the Vision relevant. Give the Vision the titles. Give Logan Paul and Austin Theory the tag titles.
Yep.
I think they're a good tag team too. I like them.
You gotta do something with them. Can't miss the show. They are ones that deserve the titles and should be on the show, unlike Priest and Truth. But
I think that I just think Logan and Austin are a good team. Like
yeah,
visually, they fit together. You know, it's not often that Austin Theory looks like the less impressive man in a tag team, but he does with Logan Paul. Like Logan Paul is friggin'. We don't give him enough credit for how well this man takes care of himself. He's yoked out of his goddamn mind. Like the dude is in shape, bro. Like,
I was watching that match, and then even like Rebecca was like, "Whoa, he's like jacked, like more than he's been before."
Yes.
Yeah.
He's talking shit to Tom Brady. Like he's really feeling himself.
I better not see Tom Brady come to WrestleMania. I that shit is so cringy. Like no disrespect, he's a Hall of Famer. He's considered one of the greatest of all time. I know you're a Bears fan, so might have some opinions on that. I know you respect him, but at the same time, do not bring him to WrestleMania. What do you need him for?
He's the GOAT.
It doesn't matter. If there's any NFL players that need to come to WWE and be a part of it, it's going to be the same guys that WWE has already welcomed, and we are accustomed to them being involved, which is two of the best tight ends of all time.
But yeah, that's Gronk. So it's Gronk's boy.
Yeah, and let Gronk do it, not Brady. Brady looks like he'd just be. Brady
can bankroll somebody as like the Ted DiBiase of
Brady looks like he would be backstage helping out in catering. Gronk is the type of guy that will get involved. So
dude, Brady's got that one hitter quitter. I don't know what you're talking about.
Move on.
I'm just kidding,
guy, man.
I'm totally kidding. I hate Tom Brady. I hate Tom Brady. I don't know if
he shows up at WrestleMania, I'll know that's my time to go to the bathroom and take a piss break.
Might as well take a shit.
Well, if I have to, then sure. But
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, Tom Brady doesn't need to be anywhere near wrestling. But I thought it was funny that Logan Paul was talking shit to him. But
yeah, 100%.
I'm with you though. I was just yanking your chain. I hate Tom.
I know,
Brady.
I could tell.
I can't stand Tom Brady. I don't want him anywhere near my wrestling. Keep him away.
Agreed.
So but yeah, anyway, going back to I think Logan Paul and Austin Theory make a lot of sense as tag champs. People actually hate them. They're a great heel tag team, and it keeps the Vision relevant. It keeps,
yeah.
We're running the risk here of Paul Heyman having a lot of failures in a short amount of time, and I think we have to be careful of that, only because you don't want to sully his reputation. He's quickly growing a reputation for managing like the best of the best, and like he's always a step ahead. He's the Oracle for a reason. all this stuff, and then if he like lately he's been doing nothing but getting shit on, and it's like, okay, I get it, like he's getting his comeuppance, and that happens, but you don't want to devalue him. You gotta walk that line very carefully. So that's why I feel like giving the tag titles to Theory and Logan Paul keeps Paul Heyman looking smart. That's why I like it. Overall, we could talk about AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. So Becky came out and basically said that, AJ's a nobody. She's gonna get her title back. She's made the that title the most relevant women's title in the WWE, and that she's the GOAT. And it's not just her saying it. Bleacher Report says it. Sports Illustrated says it. That lady at the deli on Friday morning says it.
Yeah.
Davenport, Iowa says it. My friend Neil, who worked with her at the airport before she ever joined wrestling, like he says it. All these people are saying it.
Neil actually worked with her before?
Yeah, yes, actually. Like
that's sick.
Yeah. He's got a picture of her in a flight like attendant like costume thing. He'll have to show you. It was either he worked with her or he worked with somebody else who worked, like it's a pretty direct connection though. Like he tried to get her to his friend had her number for a long time, and he said that he reached out to his friend to see if he could like get me in contact, and he wasn't able to. But
That's
it was
I mean, unless you want a curb stomp from Seth Rollins, then you could try
dude,
again.
I just want to interview his wife. I don't want to bang her. But if I could, I'm pretty sure that I pose no risk to Seth's women.
Yeah, fair enough. No disrespect.
Yeah. No disrespect. Me and Seth are cool, man. He's a Bears fan. I want to interview Seth more than anything. But yeah, that's right. Becky, go get in the kitchen. I don't want to interview you. Just kidding. Don't get in the kitchen. Don't kill me. I'm joking, guys. It's for the pod. God, don't kill me. So we got AJ versus Becky at WrestleMania. How you feeling about the match?
I am glad it's finally landed the plane after it taking a very long time, but I think they're trying to make it more personal, which is a nice touch. What I find the most interesting about this whole storyline too is that before I had like Punk involved, it had Seth involved. Now it's like it's just their own thing, which is nice because it gets to put the spotlight in both of them. And I think, some people do find Becky kind of annoying, and some people do have opinions where they don't think she is one of like the all-time greats, but I think she's great. Maybe some people don't agree with the way she sells. Sometimes it does look a little wacky. But I also think that's just like how WWE has changed the way they put stuff out these days. But nonetheless, like, I'm here for it. I would love for that match to be like an all-out brawl where it gets out of hand, where maybe they go into the crowd, maybe they go backstage, maybe they put some like actual, I don't know. I feel like WWE always has like one specialty match. Maybe that one can be like a. We're not bringing that back. But maybe they can have a street fight. I think street fight would be great.
Okay, I'll settle.
I want them to wear like actual like gloves and make it feel like it's a UFC thing,
Okay. Yeah, no, I dig that. Yeah, so I'm with you. I think that they took a while to get there, but it's probably the right match. Arguably it could be argued as I mean, we've got Rhea versus Jade, right? We've got Liv versus Stephanie. You can easily make the argument that Becky versus AJ is the most important women's match on the card. So
yeah, I think I think I said that to you last week. That I think that match, if it does happen, is going to steal the night, because I don't know if Rhea and Jade's going to be that great. And it's no slight to Jade, but I feel like Rhea's also peaked in a way. I think Liv and Stephanie will be good because they've been building it really well, but I think AJ and Becky, the chemistry that they're going to have and the way that the story is going, it's like, yeah, it's going to be fire.
Do you think AJ's got a chance to lose?
I think Becky wins.
It's quite a short reign, though. Then,
which I think is fair, because what was it that AJ's never had a singles match at WrestleMania?
really?
I think that's what the story was. She's never had. Yeah.
Wow. That goes to show you that AJ might have kicked off the women's revolution, but there was a lot of stuff that needed to be changed still when she left. She was kind of like the foreplay to all that happening, but yeah, I
singles match. I just looked it up.
Okay.
She hasn't had a singles match. She's had a tag team match. And that was with Paige against the Bellas.
Right. That's still super unfortunate. It just goes to show you how it was still pretty recent when WWE was not booking their best women in singles matches at WrestleMania. Like, that's crazy. Because AJ was inarguably like the best during her time period by a safe margin. The other girls, I mean, I remember the pipe bombshell when she came out and absolutely nuked the Bella Twins and all the girls on Total Divas.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Oh my god, dude. For anyone who has never seen that, I really highly recommend it. Especially if you're like kind of new to AJ, you're like, what's the hype about? I don't really get it. Let me see if I put pipe bombshell. Yep. Okay, cool. So if you put pipe bombshell in YouTube, it's one of the top results. It says full segment AJ Lee's quote pipe bomb quote. And it's 7 minutes and 13 seconds of her absolutely owning the shit out of all the women that are in the ring, which all happen to be girls that are on Total Divas. And they're all like the old school version of what a women's wrestler was supposed to be. When I say old school, I say like the Attitude Era version where it's like all tits and ass. It's not actual wrestling ability. And
dude, if you look at that roster in 2015 for the women's division, like people that say that the roster right now is not stacked at all, let me tell you who was in NXT. I'm looking at the list right now. Alexa Bliss, Asuka, Bayley, Becky, Carmella, Charlotte, all in NXT. Emma,
yep.
If you remember Emma. Do you remember Emma? Liv Morgan was in NXT. Peyton Royce, Sasha Banks, and then on the main roster,
Billy Kay.
Yeah. Oh my god, the main roster. Tamina. Paige, absolute legend though. Paige, yes.
Legend.
Naomi, and this was early Naomi.
Yeah, not good.
Brie. Alicia Fox. Like, that wasn't great.
No, it's terrible.
So it makes sense if you look back at 2015, like, I mean, who else were they going to put on WrestleMania? Alicia Fox? No thanks.
That's true. Like, who else was
They essentially took 4 out of the top 5 stars that were on Raw and SmackDown and put them in a tag match. That's how it used to be booked back in the day. So people say that the women's division is not booked well or they don't showcase. They've come a long way
Oh
from
my
those
God,
years.
such a long way. For
Yeah.
for people, it's all or nothing, and like if it's not perfect now, then it's ass. There's no nuance with people's conversations. The women's division has never been booked this well or this
Yeah.
strongly in its entire existence. Like there's actual tag teams in the women's division now. Um, the women's tag titles mean something. So it's been incredible, man. Like to see what the women have been doing. Um, but overall, you know, I that's why I've enjoyed AJ being back to enjoy this new era of women's wrestling. That's why I kind of wanted her to have a longer reign. And even if she loses, I hope that she sticks around because
Yeah.
I just do like a year run, AJ. Just do like a year run. You know, I think that'll be totally worth it for you. And by you, I mean for me. Do it for me. Do it for Phil.
Yeah.
You like doing stuff for Phil's. Do you see like that's why I'm the national founder of the or the National Phil Association.
I know. I see
Justice
it.
for Phil's. Justice
You
for us
know,
all.
the other thing too, like I felt Raw was kind of lackluster. I do want to kind of skip ahead because I know we try to keep it like within an hour or so.
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
cool with that?
Yes.
Let's just cap off two things though. That Javon Evans match with Grayson Waller. I didn't have that in my bingo card for this week, but that was a good match.
It was.
Yeah. The Seth and Paul Heyman thing, real quick, like what were your thoughts on that?
Mix. I would actually love to hear your thoughts first.
I thought it was fucking random. Like
Yes.
all of a sudden now we're calling the police and like I get it. Like Paul Heyman's trying to be like a little weasel with the way he was doing it. But
I thought
come
it was
on.
weird. I thought it
Was
was
weird. It
kind of
didn't
whack.
fit. Yeah. I was like, is
No.
Vince back?
Yeah, they're trying to like make. Are you trying to get sympathy for Seth because he got arrested? Like
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like he said, Heyman said, if you're a felon, your wife will divorce you. Like Paul, unreal is a thing. Like the curtain has been peeled back.
Yeah.
Like what are we talking about here? Becky isn't divorcing Seth over storylines.
And it's an Emmy award winning show now. Well, sorry, they didn't win the Emmy yet.
It's supposed to
Nominee.
be real. It's real cinema.
I mean, they did get voted for 3 Emmys, so
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like it was goofy. I agree. Like that just like dude, have someone do your bidding, but like don't get the police and like Paul Heyman just became a total snitch. It's not cool, Paul. You don't get 5-0 involved.
100%. You know,
Where's your street cred?
even throughout the night, like I felt like there was a lot of shit going on. Bailey and Lyra and the Kabuki Warriors. I don't know. That was whatever to me. I loved Stephanie just beating the shit out of Liv Morgan.
Yep.
And I'm glad we got to see some Finn and Dom action.
Agreed.
That was pretty cool.
Yes. What'd you think about the title match?
Short, but it did go into that theory where I was kind of saying to you, like, I would love to see like a triple threat or something like that. But I don't know if we're gonna get that. You know, it'd be cool if they did a fatal 4-way, but again, I don't think they're gonna do that too.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where they go with all this for WrestleMania because I think Penta needs to get on the card, man. Like justice for Penta. Um, we'll see what happens.
He'll be on it. He'll be on it.
Yeah, you're probably right. He deserves to be on it. Let me put it that way. Um, so also, what do you think about Danhausen cursing I Show Speed?
Danhausen every week is amazing. Like, I obviously love talking about him, but I feel like every single week that we get to talk about him, it's going to be the same entertaining stuff. Sometimes it's going to be random. Sometimes it's going to be like right on the tee. I didn't expect I Show Speed to show up, so that was random this week. But I do like that he uncursed Johnny Wrestling. Like,
Yes.
because he's on both shows.
Yeah.
Like, do we not have a brand split anymore? Because if we're ending that, that would make me very happy.
I mean, it's extremely loose. It's yeah. I mean,
They need to end it after WrestleMania because the roster, as it continues to get depleted, is just opening up the door for doing stupid stuff every week by trying to force things.
is Chris Jericho not going to be on WrestleMania? Is that door closed?
I don't know. I think he probably might be one of those rare occasions where someone shows up after, like the Monday night after.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll show up like as a surprise on WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
He might. What if all these teases that are going on right now, because there's a lot of vocabulary from Monday Night Raw that are words that Mr. Jericho uses. I believe someone talked about making the list.
Did they? I missed that. You just made the list.
Well, I mean, Roman's teased it in some of his promos, and Punk has.
Interesting.
But let's jump into your boy, Punk.
Let's talk about it. Yep. Well, all right. So give me your thoughts first, and then I'll give you my theory.
The whole recap of that whole segment.
Yeah, I mean, so Punk came to the ring, and he's on fire. By the way, he said that Roman was covered in jizz. He
That was really fucking random, to be honest.
I thought it was.
Of course you are. You're a Punk homer.
Dude, he's saying things that nobody else is allowed to say. He's totally letting he's using his star power to get I don't know, some pretty cool verbiage across, and they do cover themselves in a bunch of shit. I love the just for men fucking insult.
I thought that would have been trending, but it didn't.
Because it's true, those fuckers are all dyeing their hair. And shout out to CM Punk for not having to being so vain that he needs to do that. I mean he's only got so many things he could say about Roman, right? Because Roman's super successful. So what do you say? I mean, he's doing his best with what he's got.
You just acknowledge him. That's all you got to do.
But that's dumb. Why would he do that?
Because you'll see what happens if you don't.
Oh my god. All right. So do you
want me to give you between me and you for the next couple of weeks?
That's fair. That's fine. Look, CM Punk is going to win this match because he's being a genius about this. He's going to drive a wedge into this family that loves each other a little bit too much. It's a little bit weird, and to each their own. But it's illegal in the United States. I don't know what you guys do over there, guys, but I I know just people in the comments are gonna kill me. But I think that CM Punk is going to he's making a monster out of Jey Uso. He's very smartly making Jey call these shots that Roman isn't trying to call, and he's quickly opening up the conversation. Who's the real tribal chief right now? Is it Roman or is it Jey? Because there's one guy that's been acting like the tribal chief in all of this, and it hasn't been Roman. It's been Jey. So
I don't know if it's been Jey. Jey is emotional. He just reacts. He doesn't get wins that way. You could see it just gets him in more trouble. He needs to stop doing just end that, get more serious, go be the right-hand man. That's what we want. What if it's not even...
That's what you want.
Well, it's true. I mean, like, this whole character of him, like, panning to the crowd is lame. Like, even, like, Jimmy is... I think Jimmy's kind of in that mode where he's like, oh, shit, here we go again. This is repeating. But what if... Here's my theory. What if The Rock comes back to make up for what happened last year? Because we got fucking Travis Scott. That's still kind of stupid that happened, but whatever. What if The Rock comes back? What if The Rock is calling the shots? What if Jay's answering the call? What if The Rock is the one that makes the call, but he screws over Roman at Mania, but he also shoves it to CM Punk, where he's not picking sides between the two. He's just all out, final boss, badass. Maybe Punk wins, Roman loses, Rock embarrasses Roman at WrestleMania, and then that sets up Rock and Roman next year at WrestleMania, if it's at Saudi or somewhere else. But that could be it. Or
could be.
Or there's a chance that Jay screws Roman and Jay turns heel, and then you got a bloodline war. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I think that I feel like because look, Jay was the one that said like Roman was going to get out of the ring, and Jay was like, get him. He went and got him, but at the end of the segment, they had, he called him Joe too. Yeah. Like, so not only did Roman listen to him, right, but then at the end, they made sure to note that CM Punk was laughing. And like they were trying to help him up, and you could audibly hear him say, like, I'm not the one that needs help. So I'm not sure how they're gonna play it yet, but it feels like something is coming between Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. And it'd be awesome if Rock was involved. But we haven't heard anything about it. I feel like if he were to get involved, they might save it for WrestleMania.
I mean, they did have the truck in the back when Jimmy said, "Don't mess with the family" to LA Knight. They love hinting the truck. Did you miss that segment?
I missed The Rock being on the truck.
Yeah, it was Jimmy kind of warning LA Knight.
Okay. So interesting.
Now you're scared because your guy might not win.
Well, he might not win, but I also don't know. So if he doesn't win, I think it would just be surprising at this point, only because CM Punk feels very much in control of everything that's happening, and it feels like Roman's the one who's being reactionary. So, I feel like Roman's the one that's is like playing in a storyline right now where we don't know what's kind of going on with him and Jay and everything. Whereas Punk is kind of, I feel like he might retain his title just because he played these mind games, but we'll see what happens. But obviously, I'm rooting for Punk. So, I'm curious to see how they approach all of this. There's a lot of different ways they can go. I just want to know, like, who gave Jey Uso rabies?
Huh?
Dude, who gave him rabies? Because he's losing his shit, man. He's like freaking like frothing at the mouth. Like, dude, what's wrong with him?
Yeah, it was a little bit over the top there.
Just a little bit, man. It's like, holy hell, dude. Like I don't know why he's being so aggressive. He's being very, very aggressive.
Angry.
Man.
He's lost his title. He's playing tag team again with his brothers. Like, it's a lot to be angry about.
I think a lot of people would love to be Jey Uso.
Maybe.
But maybe that's the story, is that he's like, these things that used to be good enough for him are not any longer, and he's like just hungry for more power. Because I know that I think Punk did say it, like he said, I think he's like, well, who's the tribal chief? Is it you or is it Jey Uso? So yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a number of ways they can go, and so it's exciting. I'm pumped to see where they head with it. It's fun that this is kind of more mind gamey and more mysterious than the straightforward. Like Randy versus Cody is a lot more straightforward. Like Randy just wants to kill Cody and will do anything he can to get the title. It's very straightforward. It's very, wrestling 101. Whereas the Punk Roman storyline has a lot of moving parts and a lot of different like loose threads where they could pull at a lot of these different things to start a cascade of events underneath them.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what happens. I really am. Even if Punk loses, like, I mean, I'm rooting for him, right? Because I'm being a fan about it, but being objective, I just want to see good wrestling. So I at the end of the day, give me something good. Give me some cinema, Triple H. That's what I want.
I agree with you.
But I love it, man. So that'll wrap us up for this episode of Professionally Profane Pro Wrestling. Maybe someday we'll learn how to keep it under an hour, but honestly, I like that we just talk naturally, and we did have, if if maybe we didn't have to take a shit, we probably would have went a little bit longer. But my bad. Was I was wondering if I should say anything about that, but hey man, bodily functions, they exist, okay? They're real, all right? So when you're turtle heading, it's hard to podcast. Anyways.
I hear you.
All right, my friends. That'll do it. We appreciate everybody that was here with us for this episode. Please, if you're here on YouTube, please leave a like on the video. It's super helpful, guys. Like, for real, we really, really would appreciate it. If you're here with us on X and you like the show, please come over to the YouTube channel at Profane Pod. Come to the Instagram. We're releasing a bunch of dope shorts. Kurt Angle himself liked one of our shorts. All right, so that's how popular we are. An American hero is supporting us. So, someone that follows the 3 I's: intelligence, integrity, and intensity.
It's true.
Subscribe. It's true. I love it. We subscribe to the 3 I's on this podcast. Kurt Angle, tell me what kind of brand milk you drink, and I will only drink that brand of milk. That's how dedicated I am to the cause.
We're gonna invite him to the show.
Oh my God, I would die. I'd die. I don't know. I would mark out so hard. Honestly, like, I've seen a lot of great wrestlers in my time. The hardest working wrestler I've ever seen in my life was Kurt Angle. It's not close. That's not me saying that because he liked our post. Like, I tell people, like, live, he's probably the best wrestler I've ever seen. Like, from a pure wrestling perspective, the dude's work rate was ungodly. Like, I watched him versus Ray and Orton in the main event of 22, one of the main events, and he just worked his ass off, man. He was unbelievable. I also got to see him versus Brock when they were at the height of their little thing, like at a house show. It was crazy. But yeah, love Kurt Angle. It's true. It's damn true. But all right, my friends, we'll let you go. It's been a good episode. Fayyaz, thank you for joining me. CM Punk is better than Roman Reigns.
No shot.
That's our main rivalry on this show. We'll quickly,
even with Just for Men, still look more like $1 million than Punk ever will.
Yeah, right, man.
Keep drinking Pepsis, bro. All good.
Whatever, dude. He's got AJ Lee at home. All right, he's winning.
Yeah, well, at least Roman's got a bloodline to continue, not a dog.
That dog is dead, dude. You can't say that.
Oh yeah, shit.
How dare you, dude? You're so
even better. He doesn't even have a dog.
Heel. Fives has gone full heel, everybody.
He
full
even
heel.
Have a dog.
You see what's going on here? He's full heel turn. I can't believe it. My own co-host.
My hair out too.
All right. Well, now that Fayyaz has called out a dead dog, we're gonna log off for the night. No. Good stuff, brother. As always, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next week, next Wednesday, as always. But until then, long live professional wrestling, my friends. Peace.